Okay, I know it's not a red balloon, but work with me. What's going on, guys? My host Francis Beau, here to give you guys my thoughts and opinions on anything going on in the world of entertainment, and I'm here to give you guys my non-spoiler review for It. And It came out last night. I saw it at the 10 p.m. screening, and I'm here to give you guys my quick non-spoiler review. So if you guys have not seen It yet, do not worry, I will not be spoiling anything in this review. I will leave that to my spoilers review, which will be coming out the next day. So let's get down to talking about It. So I'll get into my positives, my negatives, and my overall score out of 10, as we always do. So let's get into the positives right off the bat. The very big positive that I gotta give about the movie is the direction. This movie could have easily have been just a horror film for the whole 2-hour run. It could have been a straight horror fest, but surprisingly, it's not. There's a lot of different tones and themes that clash together, and they clash together beautifully, in my opinion. There's tones of drama, there's tones of adventure, tones of nostalgia, tones of comedy, and tones of horror, all blended together beautifully. It has a very great balance of when it needs to be funny, it's a great balance when it needs to be dramatic, it's a great balance when it needs to be horrifying. It all works for a movie that's 2 hours and 15 minutes. That's very impressive. And I also really loved the cast of this movie. I really loved the Losers Club. The Losers Club was casted very, very well. Everyone had their own personality. I absolutely loved, what's the character's name? Not Bill, but Richie. Richie was my favorite character of the Losers Club. He's played by the kid from Stranger Things. Finn something, I don't know how to pronounce his last name. But yeah, he was my favorite character of the bunch. He made me laugh the most because, like as I mentioned, there's a lot of moments in the movie where it's actually really funny, and he was the one who was making me laugh the most, and I could tell he was having the most fun out of the group, and yeah, I really loved him a lot. I also really liked Bill. I also liked Bill, the brother of Georgie. He did a really good job as well. I thought he did a really good job playing Bill. I thought that just the way that he comes off, like he's has the stutter thing that happens like every once in a while with his character. I like that because it makes him different from the other guys. It's not like he's just another kid. He actually has some different traits and different characteristics about him. Like he has the stutter thing. He's trying to deal with his brother being gone, from a killer clown. So I really like that. So my two favorite characters of the Losers Club, if you're wondering, is Bill and Richie. I really love those characters. Also, I really liked, I don't know what his name is, but the fat kid, the guy that everyone makes fun of in school, the new kid as they refer to him. I really loved him too. He was also really, really good. Really, really liked those three. Those were three solid characters in my opinion. And the rest of the Losers Club was also really cool too. I really loved the girl. The girl had a really interesting backstory that they gave her, and I won't spoil it, but I just really like how much time they gave for her character, which was really cool. And we'll talk about all that in the spoilers review. But yeah, the Losers Club was great. Now comes the big question. How is Pennywise, the dancing clown, how is he on screen? Is he better than Tim Curry? Well, let's talk about that right now. So, Pennywise in this version, I would say, is a lot more creepier than the Tim Curry version. I won't say that he's more menacing than the Tim Curry version. I'm going to say that he is a lot more scarier, in my opinion. There are more times where this Pennywise is a little more scarier than the Tim Curry version. I won't spoil the stuff that makes him scary, the scary parts of Pennywise in the film, but needless to say, there were two scenes that really got me and solidified that this Pennywise is a lot more creepier and scarier than Tim Curry's version. I love Bill Skarsgård's performance as Pennywise. He did an absolute amazing job. He brought a very different performance to Pennywise, because Tim Curry's Pennywise performance was more, clown-like. It was just him being a clown. But this Pennywise is a lot different. It's a very different performance. Again, I won't explain how his performance is different, because that would be considered a spoiler. But needless to say, Pennywise, like Bill Skarsgård's performance as Pennywise, nailed it. Was absolutely brilliant. I think he did an absolute great job playing the dancing clown. He was menacing. He was creepy. Every time that he was on screen, I just started to go like this, because he was just that creepy. So I love the style of the film. I just love how it's filmed. The cinematography in this film is beautiful as well. The camera work on it is great. I love the editing on this film as well. It was edited very, very well. And there's a lot of Easter eggs as well, so make sure you guys catch those Easter eggs, and I'll be talking about those Easter eggs in my spoilers review. So for any of you hardcore Stephen King fans, there's going to be some love for you guys and some Easter eggs in the film. So make sure you guys look for those, Easter eggs. Now let's get into the negatives, some of the things that I did not like the movie. So as you can tell, I really like the movie. But there are some negatives they have. I feel like one of my big negatives is that I feel like some of the horror elements, like the jump scares, I feel like got a little bit repetitive. They were trying a little bit too hard to get the audience scared, in my opinion. So the horror elements of the film kind of didn't really hook me as much as the kid elements. But it's not to say that there's not some of the scary stuff didn't scare me. There were two scenes in particular that really got me. The other ones were just suspenseful, let's say that. It wasn't horrifying, or it wasn't like anything crazy. It was just suspenseful. It was just something that just got you on the edge of your seat. You're just waiting for stuff to go down. And I kind of wish that wasn't the case. I wish it was horrifying. I wish it was kind of scary looking. Don't get me wrong, there are some scary moments in the film. Don't get me wrong. There are, again, like I mentioned, two things that really got me. And yeah, I really, really enjoyed the movie. If you guys don't know, up to this point, I really, really enjoyed it. I thought it was really, really good. There's just so many positives, and really that the whole horror scenes not really being horror scenes negative that I have, that's the only negative that I have. I mean, I don't think there's anything else that I really did not like about the movie. I thought it was very well done. I thought the casting was perfect. I thought that the tone was perfect. I love this new Pennywise. I can't really go into full detail about Pennywise because that'll be considered a spoiler, but just a great movie. I really enjoyed this movie a lot. I think it definitely lived up to the hype. I think that, I'll say this, if you are going into this movie thinking it's going to be a horror fest from start to finish, I don't know why I said finish, then you're going to be a little disappointed, because it's not supposed to be a scary movie. It's supposed to be a blend of many different things. It's supposed to be a blend of drama, a blend of comedy and nostalgia, and there's the horror beats. But as I mentioned, I thought the horror beats were they're trying to shoehorn some of those horror beats in. But like I said, there are a few moments where it is scary, and there's a few moments where they're just kind of pushing it a little bit, and it just turns into just something suspenseful. But we'll get into all that in my spoilers review. But overall, guys, as I mentioned, it is a really good film. I think that it's definitely better than the 90s version, in my opinion. I think it's definitely better than the 90s version in a lot of ways. And I'm going to go pretty high for this film. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10, an A-. I think that it definitely deserves an A-. And definitely deserves your money as well. I think that this is definitely a film that you should check out in theaters, because this is definitely a movie theater experience that you should experience. This is definitely a movie that you experience in the theaters. And yeah, that's it for my review of it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section below, did you guys watch it? Did you guys love it? Let me know, and I'll be getting into my spoilers review tomorrow. And that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed it and my movie review. And as always, as we end these videos, Beau out. See you next time. Peace.